Hello and warm welcome again to our open house number 7 already. And this time the topic is building the future of MERU, a unique opportunity to participate now. So as you already know, at the moment we have 3 Maharishi Vastu buildings being constructed at MERU, and the walls, we can already see the walls coming up. So now you will find out what's the purpose behind this MERU construction, and also what's the future that MERU is going towards. So we'll take you on a virtual tour this time, and you will find out more about MERU's vision and mission. You will also see the progress up to date, and you will see various interior design options, and also you will learn why it's a good time to invest in MERU Apartments. So my name is Daria Orishkovic, and I'm in charge of customer care, sales, and marketing of the MERU Apartments. And I will be facilitating this webinar tonight. And I would like to introduce you now to Raj Alberto Castaño. He's Maharishi Vastu architect, and he's probably, well, he was back in the early days when the Maharishi Vastu Institute started. It was over 25 years ago, Raj Alberto, and he was one of the, founding fathers of the Institute of Maharishi Vastu together with IKG. So, and Raj Alberto is now appointed Raja for all the developments at MERU. So Raj Alberto, please go ahead. What would you like to tell us?
Thank you, Daria, and nice introduction. Well, about Vastu, I can tell something. Taking the point of the past beginning of the year, where our team as a whole, the team that is developing these projects in the campus that you see in the slide now, has been taking part in the course of the 10,000 meditators in India, in Ghana, where we have been practicing coherence and practicing and demonstrating the Maharishi effect. Taking the point from there, I would like to let you know that we are building here, as far as I know, the largest condominiums in Europe, meaning where meditators and siddhas live together in one concentrated mandala. And interesting here is the point, of course, that the Maharishi effect, we call it in Vastu, the Vastu effect, is created, fully created in each Vastu Purusha Mandala when you build not only for one family, let's say, one family house, but when you build a condominium where, in this case, maybe 70, 80 persons will live together in this Vastu Purusha Mandala, in this field, then this Vastu effect is created fully and intensely. So to say, you can imagine, you know, these rules of the Maharishi effects. Now what we have here, we are going to have, especially the apartment building and the residence building, we call, fully occupied by meditators and siddhas doing, let's say, every day, just by being in the Vastu, living in the house, in the apartment, having the benefits of the Vastu effect. So if you want to know more, I only have 3 minutes to tell you, read a little bit about Maharishi effect and what Vastu effect means. Something is there around in the literature. Can you go ahead with the other slide, please? So here you can see what happened in India we have been announcing our project, presenting our projects, Caspar and Rajandrea Strassi, that you will see at the next. And there we have been awarded, because, you know, it was happily enough that we could sponsor a part of the course. So here you see the photographs where we have been getting the award, the World Peace Heroes, for this support to the course. So, and I think now we can see the my next speaker with the video, which is Rajandreas, right?
Jai Gurudev, thank you for the introduction. The 10,000 course was phenomenal in India, and we had an opportunity to present. And Caspar and I had Maharaja's blessing, and we presented in front of some very wonderful people in the audience and on stage. And we put together a 15-minute video of what we presented, so that we don't ramble on for half an hour or more. We made it concise to give everybody a view of what the future of MERU is and what's coming and how exciting it is. So let's just play the video and then we'll come back. Jai Gurudev. In this video, Caspar and I will share with you the latest update on the vision, mission, and incredible progress that's unfolding at MERU. MDevCo was formed 4 years ago with a clear mandate from MERU and Maharaja to build a one-of-a-kind luxury apartment building for the friends of MERU. With over 30 years of experience in real estate, hospitality, and development, I was asked to become the chairman of MDevCo. Maharaja handpicked Caspar to be the CEO. Caspar not only has the passion, commitment, and required skills to deliver on these projects, but more importantly, he is the powerhouse for the next generation at MERU. Over to you, Caspar.
It's a pleasure to be sharing what we're working on here at MERU. I'd like to start with reminding everybody where the name MERU comes from. Here we see Mount Kailash, which Maharishi chose as the logo of MERU to represent that mountain. MERU today is the headquarters of the international movement that Maharishi left in the hands of Dr. Tony Nader, Maharaja Adhiraj Rajaram. The vision of MERU is to develop the full potential of human consciousness. MERU today is a vibrant community working towards that goal. We are working today on realizing a master plan on our campus. MERU is located at the eastern border of the Netherlands, near Germany, in the middle of a national park, yet surrounded by major airports and many modern lifestyle amenities to really allow us to enjoy 200% of life. This master plan, seen here in this image, was designed by Maharishi. This process started in 1997. That is also the year that Maharishi's house was built on the campus. From 1997 to 2014, many elements of this master plan were built. As mentioned, the home of Maharishi, and finally in 2014, the home of Maharishi's knowledge, the video building. Also, many homes were built for international administrators, rajas, ministers, Rajajeshwaris, leaders of our movement who are helping carry the mission. We are now in phase 2 of the construction of the master plan, which is to be completed in spring 2025 and started 4 years ago. One of the major buildings under construction today is the operations building. This is basically the facility where many of the people who are taking care of the campus itself, making sure that everything is well maintained. We're also building a 70-room residence building where many of our international administrators and staff will live. Also, there are rooms for short-term guests. We're also planning spaces for an academy, learning, lecture halls, and spaces for wellness to allow our short-term guests and our long-term residents to enjoy Maharishi's knowledge and experience the technologies.
The apartment building is next to a beautiful forest, whilst in the heart of our international capital of our movement. And the friends of MERU, who we'll get to see in later slides, came together, and so far 2/3 of this building have been acquired and moving forward from there. And we have a beautiful video to watch next. There is no better place to reside than this apartment building at MERU.
This is a picture of the building site a couple of weeks ago. Progress is being made day by day. We're working with a local contractor who's overseeing the construction of all 3 buildings simultaneously. After phase 2, there's more to be done, more to be built. Phase 3, estimated to be completed by 2028, is the part of construction that is focused on what we have to offer to the outside world. The pinnacle of that is in Maharishi Tower of Invincibility. Maharishi's last wish when he left into Samadhi was to ask all the administrators, the Rajas and the ministers and Maharaja, to build him towers of invincibility. These towers were intended to exhibit the full breadth of knowledge brought to this world by Maharishi in the form of 12 exhibitions with at the top a planetarium. This project is one of the key aspects of MERU fulfilling its vision of helping develop the full potential of human consciousness. But it's not the only project.
The tower already has some seed capital to get it off the ground. And also there's a wellness resort, which is a 50-bedroom and suite wellness resort to allow a much bigger audience to visit MERU. And so this will be a commercial element to MERU, where you can come and get a taste of what it is to be free from suffering. This wellness resort allows the best of Ayurveda, modern medicine, and digital subscriptions to come together to free people from all this suffering in a very practical way. We've actually got the tables and the numbers, and now we will go to the next phase of using the business plan to begin to develop a brand and develop the design of the interior and fully the content, and open this world-class wellness resort, which will work together with Maharaja's vision for consciousness consultants to have somewhere to refer, recommend, and build the future of our movement in the form of content too.
Aside from those two public-facing developments, there are also still some facilities needed to complete the community on the MERU campus. One of those is the Annapurna building, the community building. This is where the kitchens and the dining halls and the community spaces would be, the life of our campus. We also need to complete our group program facilities. This is, of course, at the core of our vision and mission, and having a bigger, more permanent coherence group on the MERU campus. Maharishi himself spoke of the importance of developing buildings for our movement. These buildings will speak silently from generation to generation of the existence of a simple way to liberate mankind. On behalf of Maharaja, we are, of course, delighted to welcome your participation. Now, in terms of the structure, the formal name for the international movement is the Global Country of World Peace. MERU is Maharishi's international headquarters and therefore the center of the Global Country of World Peace. The Maharishi Tower of Invincibility is a separate foundation that was founded to develop that project, and there is also a resort committee fully dedicated to realizing the planned wellness resort. We're presenting today on behalf of the MERU Development Corporation, which is the development arm of the international headquarters.
All of this is just an idea without a winning team. Visions without winning teams very rarely succeed. And we're very fortunate that in this MERU campus, we have the best of the leadership that's custodian for the pure knowledge and who are working closely with Maharishi, together with the next generation that's coming through. And bridging those two are also the friends of MERU, those who see that the world is in transition, and that doesn't exclude MERU itself. And so we've put together with MERU Development Corporation different stratas of teams to bridge. And we have a supervisory board at MDevCo with Ike Hartman, the Minister of Architecture, Roger Raphael, and Dr. Neil Patterson. And they are supervising the management board of MDevCo, which includes Raja Alberto and Mother Margarita, who are the Rajas of MERU, the next phase of master plan construction, Casper, myself, Linda K. Thrassi, who's my partner, keeps me in check, Kritian Young, who looks after our finances, and Connie Postel. And between Linda and Connie, we make sure that the human element of driving and delivering these projects are well maintained. And finally, on the ground, we have Piet van de Beek, who's the site supervisor. We have Roxana Surka, who's our Vastu architect, and Daria, who has been doing an incredible job with our sales and marketing. So this is a wonderful picture of our stone setting ceremony during Guru Purmanin last year. And you can see the Friends of MERU here, together with the next generation and the leaders of MERU. So this is a wonderful display of all the different people that are coming together, synergizing together to create this next phase. You can see there Casper with his arms at the back, leading us in this next phase. And it's important to also see at the front there, next to me, is Rudy Gilman, who is one of our heroes, wants to see the tower manifested as soon as possible. And the apartment building itself, the acquirers, and predominantly Rudy, gave generously in 2023 for the 10,000 World Peace Assembly to become a hero of the event. And like this, we'll see the friends wanting to bring the entire project to fruition.
We have thought to put all that is best in one place, in that place. All that is good about quiet, calm, happy living, yet full of enthusiasm and dynamism, full of knowledge and experience. And that is what MERU is about.
So whenever you come to MERU, you have the experience of course, Maharishi Vastu, which is very powerful, but there's something that goes beyond that, which is the power of a home of a great Rishi, a home of Maharishi, that gives a natural experience of transcendence and purity to anyone who comes here.
This is a place to really experience happiness, peace, and heaven on earth. And this is what I feel always when I'm here on this ground, and I'm so excited to live here permanently.
Don't hesitate any second, come here, because you will see this atmosphere you will not find anywhere. You are surrounded with the forest. Inside you are so calm, you have group meditation, you have cities. More complete, you cannot live. So don't wait, come here.
What is your journey at MERU? So we have an opportunity at ground level. This is the beginning of a new phase to invest in any of the projects, whether you're successful and want to donate and give of your time and resources, whether you feel this is a good investment because there's a return both from a dharmic point of view and also a financial point of view, and we have all this information that we can dive into offline, or whether you just feel that you want to reside either part-time or full-time, which some of our acquirers have done. There's an opportunity both in this apartment building and the residence building to be part of this incredible place, the place to be.
Yes, we have Roxana will present us how's the construction been going lately. Roxana is our Maharishi Vastu architect of this apartment building, and she's also in charge of having both the residence building and operations building that you see here in the picture. She's involved in all of these projects. So Roxana, what would you like to show us?
Thank you, Daria, for the presentation, for the introduction, and hello, everyone. Yes, so I'm every day dealing with the construction site. I even see it from my window because my container is very close by. And first, we thought we should do a short recap, actually, with what we presented in last open house event. And I would start with the fact that we did previously the preparing of this piece of land where we have the 3 buildings being built currently. And then we dug out the trenches where the footings will be. You can see here with rebars, the concrete being poured for the footings. And on top of this, the concrete blocks that are the vertical part of the foundations are being built. These are the newest images that we have with our team. On the left, it's me, then Pete, our site supervisor. He's got like more than 20 years experience doing maintenance on MERU campus, so he knows everything by heart. And the other two people are Wim and Vital. They're project managers on site. This would be like the shortest recap that I could do, because I would like to actually concentrate more on the present situation, current situation on the construction site. And for this, I want to present you, share a video that is filmed with a drone. We have drone videos every week done so that we can monitor how the buildings get risen. So this would be the latest video that we have with the construction site. And you can see apartment building is on the left. The foundation is already poured and the ground level slabs are being placed. And this worker now is actually putting on the ground floor structural floors, he's putting the Kim blocks, they're called. And it's actually means how to level all the walls at the same dimension, so that when you put up the upper part, everything goes at the same height. And what I want to add also is that this is like, I'm saying it in a joking way, it's like a Lego, because every single of these blocks that are part of the interior and exterior walls are actually pre-cut in a factory and then assembled here. They have numbers. So if, for example, you crack one of these blocks, you have to order another one. You can't put another block instead of its place. So it's a very interesting science and lots of work behind it. And because of this, everything is being built very, very fast. And you can see in this video, we're almost done with the ground floor walls. And Daria can also show some pictures that we made last Monday. So this is the current situation of apartment building. This is a view from the north side. You can see that most of the walls are already built. And what is missing actually from this floor being finished is the lintels above the windows and doors, which are also prefabricated parts. And what I want also to add is that all the blocks that you see here are actually done out of natural material. It's limestone blocks. So we are keeping our promise of building with natural, friendly, with nature materials. And on the right side, I want to quickly tell you, show you the views from the living rooms of the apartments on the ground floor, which I think it's very interesting. If you experience actually in reality, you can see the surrounding forest, and it's beautiful. Can you go ahead, Daria? And this is the real size Lego seen from the drone. It's beautiful. Actually, I'm super excited because it's starting to look like in our projects. And we are looking forward to give you more and more information about the progress of our construction site. So I think I was as short as I could. And I would like to introduce next my dear Margarita, mother of the domain, that is a talented and experienced interior designer. And she's going to give more insight, not about the rough works as I've shown until now, but about the beautiful works that can be done inside of the rooms.
Thank you, dear Roxana, that with your presence, you guarantee quality, but the Vastu aspect, that is really the most delicate. She had already caught many little things, and she says always, every week, she goes there, she checks everything. So for all of us that have been in construction and building sites, the experience is you see the foundation, you say, wow, this is so small, this is nothing, are we going all to live there? Then the walls start to be up, you know, like we are seeing in this space. And actually the more boundaries are coming, the more the space defined becomes to a human space. And one start to relate and see here I can live, or so we go back to our small apartments that are, you know, the smallest that we have seen on, now we can already see from the ground floor, and they repeat, of course, on each level, some of them. And we have shown this apartment already, but we go quickly today to see again how it is that we pass from, so the previous view, if Daria, I don't know who is Daria managing. So this is how we buy the apartment. So we get a kitchen, we get a bathroom with vanities, and of course the sanitary, nice tiles. And this is the possibility for this apartment that you yourself can develop. Now, so this would be a version of it where we actually use the most of the space for this small apartment, where we have a space under, we raise the floor under the bed area so that we can use the big long drawers that go under for storage. We have a unit in front of the kitchen with drawers and storage space. And that is also where the chair is the tiltable table that allows us to eat, but also to eliminate the dining space when we don't need it. And I think we have a next slide where we can see, so this is the kitchen open. And we have more about the whole side, I think, of that wall. That means once we open all the cabinets that can be allotted for such a small unit like this 35 square meter apartment, then this is all the space you can have inside. And I have calculated already the cost of these units that one can like raising, because of course it's up to the individuals that buy the apartment to do a personalized interior design or to get some suggestion like in this case, and include and ask, can MDEFCO provide the closets, can you provide me all the extras? So we can provide many extras. What would be important for like in this small apartment, it is that the whole thing that we see here with raising the floor, the cabinets in front of the kitchen, the tables, all these cabinetries, including montage, we would be around 50,000 euros, so that we know when we can buy this apartment for 250,000 euro, specific this apartment, then with 300,000, actually we have a complete apartment that you can live in. So this, I wanted to give you this indication. It's a possibility, and one can upgrade, you know, with my help, or one asks what one wants for, but always going through me and Roxanne and see, you know, we have these beautiful tiles with porcelain marble, and then one can say, I would like to add a niche. I would like to have the vanity instead of white. I would like to have it in wood and how much it would cost. So we can follow you on all your wishes and help you locally, because many of you, of course, live far away and would like to see either as an opportunity for an investment, and so that you have a good apartment that you rent out, so we can help you with a design that is maintenance free, strong, can hold, you know, the use in time with people that come on rent. So this is another apartment, was the first one we developed and has another orientation. So the bed also has a similar concept, but because of the Vastu orientation, the items are placed in a different way. In this case, the desk that will be facing east is creating the division to the bedroom. Can you go?
We don't have the other view.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had also in this case a raised floor for using the space. That would be the little kitchenette. So this was really at the beginning of the study. But this is a bigger apartment and has its own terrace. This is in the attic. And this is a nice bedroom overlooking and the living space with the open kitchen exactly going out to the terrace again. So these are now, because we are looking these Lego blocks coming up, but we wanted to give you this image of how it may look with my help, Roxana help, or with your own creativity. And as I say, we support you in for investment purposes to have it less personalized, but very functional and good resistant. And we can individualize for you specifically for living always or partly, so whatever is your budget. And because we will have many cabinets to deliver, so we can probably provide you better prices than if one goes just to an IKEA or low quality shops, and you can have better items. So with the wish that I could bring you something more from our apartment, then I can pass back to Daria. I think there are no pictures anymore.
Yeah, thank you, Margarita. It's so beautiful to see always. You know, we've seen this interior design renders so many times, and it's just, I just never get enough of the beauty that is in there. So yeah, as inside beautifully, outside beautifully designed as well. And we can see our apartment building, which has 29 apartments. And out of the 29, there's only 8 apartments left. Around the building, we can see our friends of MERU, all the apartment acquirers, 13 of them. And yeah, they're from many different countries. So most of the people are from Europe, but there's also people from, like, for example, from Canada, from the US. So I'll just go through everyone. So from the UK, Switzerland, France, UK, France, UK, Lebanon, also UK or / Greece, and Switzerland, and the Netherlands, and Germany. And there's many more people that are on the fence from all over the world. So it's, you know, as you've seen, the time is now. We like to say, you know, the train has departed. So just make sure you don't miss that last train, or some like to use, the term, don't miss the boat. So whichever you prefer. Because only 8 apartments are left, as I said, and 5 of those are one-room apartments. And the examples, you've seen 2 examples this evening from Margarita. And there are, so some one-room apartments are with the terrace, some are without. That's why also the price difference. There are 2 two-room apartments. One is on the ground floor, one is in the attic, and a 3-room apartment, a beautiful 3-room apartment on the ground floor. So the sizes are, and as you can see, it depends on what you like. So there are different sizes, different distributions, as also Margarita said, because of some are oriented towards the east, some towards the west. There's slightly different distribution of the bed, of kitchen, and other kind of furnitures. So there's something for every taste. Or as you can see, there are 3 different levels. So maybe you prefer ground floor or the attic and the beautiful views. If you'd like to know more or get the floor plans and more information, please write to us. In the end, there will be our email written, so do get in touch with us. And also, as Margarita mentioned before, there are different options. Why, if you feel the calling that MERU is calling you, that there is something for you, there are different options how you can use the apartment. So some people are staying there full time. So it's their home year round. They just want to spend the rest of their life there. For others, they are considering as a second or a seasonal home. And if they like, they can rent it out when they're away. So that could be a nice investment opportunity as well. So it's your decision. We can discuss more in the end, or actually now we're going to go in the questions and answers. So please feel free to ask us anything you like, anything that we didn't cover, and we'll be very happy to provide you with answers. I'm just going to go. There were some questions about Vastu, maybe for Raja Alberto. So Raja Alberto, Hence Amir is asking, my question isn't Vastu with the architecture is not supposed to be in apartments floors, but only single entity ground floor house because of the direct natural light from the ceiling. And there's an additional question to that. I wanted to add to this question. I understand the Vastu building is designed based on the main occupant in terms of measurement, etc. How is this achieved with an apartment building?
So in the old Vastu literature, you find very big buildings, not only small ones for one person or one family. And this kind of condominium living is not new. If you think, for example, on palace buildings that have been in the earlier times, that have been built by kings and by people governing nations like that. So when you have a collection of people to bring in a building, you can use Vastu, of course, and what you do is you use the same principles that you have for the small buildings, and but you have to distinguish one thing. We are having here Maharishi Vastu to consider. We're using Maharishi Vastu that is quite different from them, what you find around and what is in the old literature. Maharishi Vastu has added holistic aspect to the knowledge, taking out what was not necessary or, let's say, obsolete, and one important thing in Maharishi Vastu is that the principles used are not referred only to persons, to physical humans, but to nature as a whole. We are using the laws of nature, the knowledge of the entity and the way how to work of the laws of nature in the universum, to make this connection between the individual and the cosmos. So this is Maharishi Vastu, in the difference to whatever Vastu is there around. And so we can say that it is not only for one human alone from benefit, but also it brings through the collection of people, even this Vastu effect we have been talking about at the beginning, where it says, this is Maharishi's word, about the Vastu effect, the principle of physics that coherent collective functioning excludes disturbing influences has this direct correspondence between from the meditating together to the Maharishi Vastu effect. So these are correlated effects, so to say.
So in summary, we can assure that whoever would like to have an apartment at MERU, that they will get that Vastu effect that they're wishing for, right?
Right.
Thank you, Rajalberto. Next question. Does this, so Aileen is asking, does this smaller apartment have one room or one room and bedroom? And I can ask Margarita to explain. I'll just share something.
Can I share? Yeah, exactly. Can you share this? Because in this way, probably not showing the part where one sleep didn't clear the situation. So we have the 35 square meter is the total that you see inside the wall, the black walls. And those are the whole line of cabinets we see in the entrance. And then there are a couple of steps up to go to the bedroom area that allows, in this picture, is a bed of 140 and by 2.10 meters. And then you can see the living space and the studio space and the bathroom. So you have an idea of the space. The window above the bed allows for the, of course, I don't know if you have that picture handy.
Yes,
it allows a view and a very nice view and the fresh air and the connection to everything. So that's.
Yeah, you can see this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Do we need a visa? And how is the healthcare, as Ela is asking. So with the visa, it depends where you're from. Most countries can enter EU without a visa if they stay for 3 months. But if you are from the country that needs a Schengen visa, then yeah, it's approved for the duration of 3 months. So in this case, you can stay for 3 months twice a year. Then there's a special thing that MERU has, and it's called a spiritual visa, and it's available it's especially perfect for the retired people. So if you're retired and would like to live at MERU full time, you can acquire for a spiritual visa. And yeah, this is like MERU has a special, how to say, agreement with the government. I understand that if you come to MERU, you do the program, create a coherence, and in return you get that visa. So by participating at your daily meditation, this is how you get it. And how's with the healthcare? So yeah, there is a basic insurance which you can get if you live in the Netherlands. So the healthcare, yeah, you get a basic healthcare insurance. I think it's for about 150 euros per month. And then, of course, if you'd like to get, additional benefits, you can upgrade that. But yeah, it's a pretty good package. Will there also be an additional HOA? I think this is a residence association charge every month. Well, there's gonna be, so if I answer the question about extra charges, there will be 1,000 euros per year for maintenance of the apartment building. So that means it's about maintenance of, like, for example, if windows need to be painted or roof needs to be fixed, things like that. There are 3,600 euros per year. This is for service charges, which is for administration of the MERU campus, 24-hour security. There's reception, and you're like really well guarded by them. And there's also some things that need to be paid in the maintenance of the road, for example, to the apartment building. Then each apartment have their own meter for utility bills, so you will be charged as per your consumption. And there's some local taxes that need to be paid every year. It depends on the size of the apartment, but let's say from 500 euros and up per year. What is the height of the rooms? Maybe Roxana can answer this.
Yes, so most of the rooms have a suspended ceiling that also houses the ventilation, plumbing, and the overall height from finished floor to finished ceiling would be between 270 or 294. We have some areas where we have recessed ceiling, so that's why I'm saying. But the overall dimension is 270 meters high.
Thank you, Roxana.
And I can add that where we rise the floor, if we do 2 steps of 15, or depending how it is, that we will allow in the bedroom area to 40.
Very good. Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Margarita. If anyone has any question, please write it in the chat. Otherwise, would anyone from the team like to add something else that maybe it's important but we haven't covered yet? Raj Andreas, you usually notice all the details.
Yes. Well, I'm personally very excited about the progress we're making. We said that the time is now because the train has moved. It's a bullet train at the moment. Time will go by very quickly. But what I'm seeing over the course of these open houses, and how we've all come together, both as a team to deliver, and also the Friends of MERU, it's all under the phrase that Maharishi gave us: birds of a feather flock together. And I think this is what I feel is happening here. And there's lots of reasons why people come, but it always excites me when somebody will come and say, it's a calling, or this is where I really want to be. And we heard the testimonials. So I would, even if the people are on this call and they think, well, it's not for me, but I know somebody it might be for. That's part of done, or as Maharishi would call done, is giving. Part of giving back to your friends, giving back to society. This is an incredible project. And when we're playing the videos, I get goosebumps. So we don't have much time to go into a lot more questions, but Daria is always here for us, and she'll call and draw on any team member to answer any of your questions. And even if finances are not available right now, but they might be available sometime in the future, speak to us, because again, we're able to help and bridge those people who really feel, I want to be here, and I don't know quite how. I think the why is more important. Why do I want to be there? What is it? You've seen it today. I think we've demonstrated it today in much more multi-color and Dolby stereo than before, and that's what's exciting. So the why, if you've got a good enough why, and then we can help you with the how. So that's what I would like to share with everybody today. And I would really like to thank everybody from all over the world. I see we had almost 100 odd participants today for joining us. And we have an open house in June, Daria, which is going to be very exciting.
Yes, yes, we do. So, yeah, you're very welcome to come and see all the, I don't know, I think, Roxana, you know how many floors are going to be up? Probably already 3 floors.
By July, we will be at the 2nd floor already.
Okay, so yeah.
Ceiling part for the 2nd floor, actually. So we'll be finishing 2nd floor.
Good. So you can imagine you'll be going up the stairs and, you know, seeing the spaces and the views to the forest. This is one thing. The other thing, we'll do some presentations and also have some nice lunch together in nature. Hopefully the weather will be nice. So you're very welcome to join us then on the 2nd of June. We will send you an invitation also, so you can already start booking your flights and getting ready to visit us.
It'll be a very exciting gathering, coming together at that almost halfway point where we can be walking into the buildings and seeing how they're growing. And wonderful hosts will be able to have a taste of MERU in reality. So these open houses will continue online, but the special ones is when we actually come together in person and experience, have a taste.
Yeah. Great. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. All the best. Greetings from the heart, the pulse of the movement, Raja Alberto says, the pulse of the movement, MERU. And yeah, any questions or anything you'd like to, you know, if you'd like to get in touch, here's an email, apartments@meru.international. I'll be happy to answer any questions, and have a good night. Jai Gurudev, everyone.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Thank you, Daria.
Thank you, everyone.
Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Daria. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, everyone.